What's up YouTube, Brock Ashby here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through what shoes you should be wearing at the gym, whether you're training upper body or lower body. I've done a video like this before, simply just for training legs, but now we're going to be tackling the upper body as well. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'm bringing you fitness content every single week, YouTube shorts, and long form content as well. Let's get stuck into the video. Welcome to the video on shoes when you're training. Now, first of all, we're going to break down the upper body. And this is very simple. It doesn't matter. This shoe, I would never wear training legs. Never would I wear this training legs, okay? But upper body is ultimately fine. You can wear anything when you're training upper body. So in upper body, you can go for more fashionable shoes that you have if you want, like these are Boosts. I'm not saying these are fashionable, but like shoes that you wouldn't wear when you're training legs, because legs has a greater impact because you're putting a lot of weight underneath your feet when you're doing specific movements. But if you're training upper body, like you can still do overhead press with weight above your head. And if you did want to take that to the next level, you could wear something like this. If you're doing overhead press and you want kind of a flat sole like this, then you could wear this for something like overhead press. But for everything else like bench press, flies, chin-ups, single arm dumbbell rows, lateral raises, like the shoes that you wear are not really going to matter. So upper body day, you can get sexy, you can get expensive, you can get fancy, you can do whatever the hell you want when you're wearing shoes. So on upper body day, I like to get a bit more creative. I have Yeezys, I like these. Maybe I'll get them out later on and show you. Actually, I'll get them now. I'm a bit of a sneakerhead, also a big Adidas fan. So these are some of the shoes that I would wear. These are Adidas Human Race. I really like the color of these. And this says empathy, and the other shoe says gratitude as well. So those are two awesome words that I like to keep on my feet. Yeezys, I like to wear these as well. Big fan of Yeezys. Got these quite a while ago. I actually had to get them in from Dubai. They were pretty expensive. Once again, Yeezys. See, look, if you were squatting with these under your feet, you're not going to be doing too well. You're not going to be feeling very stable. Doing deadlifts with these, big no-no. But for upper body, as I said, you can rock as much swag as you want if you like Yeezys. And this is also another Human Race Adidas shoe. These say ambition on them, and the other shoe says ambition as well, but I just like these. Also found out once I started dating my girlfriend, who's now my wife, these are Macedonian colors. So this was a good move for the parents. They love these shoes. So yeah, upper body day, you can really do whatever you want, wear whatever shoes you want, do whatever the hell you want, really. Let's move on to lower body. So when we're training lower body, let's start with quad exercises. I'm a big fan of weightlifting shoes, okay? So can you see this elevated heel here? These elevated heels are really good for you to get your knee over your toe, which is also known as knee flexion. And when we get our knees over our toe, that's gonna help us get more knee flexion, but it's also gonna help us work our quads more. So if we do a lunge and we push our knees over our toe whilst keeping our heel down, that's going to help us get more quads in that lunge. Same with the split squat, same with the squat. If we push our knees over our toes, we're going to bias or target more quads in that squat. So if you are looking to train legs, like I wear these in squats all the time, I wear these in split squats, I even wear these on the leg press when I'm putting my heels low to get more quads on the leg press. I'm a big fan of these. And leg extension, look, it doesn't really matter what shoe you wear. Leg curl, it doesn't really matter what shoe you wear, once again. But yeah, I'm a big fan of squat shoes, weightlifting shoes. I wouldn't wear these when I'm deadlifting, but squatting, 1000%. Moving on to the last shoe, which is called the Converse Chuck. But ultimately, it represents a family of flat shoes, okay? Flat shoes. Could be Vans, could be Converse Chucks like this, could be Jordans. Okay, could be bare feet, could be socks in the gym, but just be careful. Sometimes you can slide around and it's not that safe. But this flat surface here takes away any kind of compensation that your foot has to do with the shoe before it does with the floor. So if you look at, let's look at squatting with this shoe. our foot has to compensate with all this cushioning, all this junk at the bottom here before it compensates with the floor. But with this flat shoe, your heel's literally on the bottom, and then since it's flat, there's like no cushioning and kind of padding to absorb our feet and our force that we're putting into the floor. It's going straight through the floor. So for producing the most power, flat shoes are going to be awesome. So if you want it to be safe on upper body, wear flat shoes as well. But if you want to get swaggy, it's not really going to impact your training, right? If you have chucks on your feet, or you have boosts, or you have some Yeezys, that's not going to affect your bench press, okay? It's not really going to have a huge impact. But on deadlifts, on squats, shoes really matter. So I'm a big fan of flat shoes for hip dominant days like hip thrusts, deadlifts, glute bridges, trap bar deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts. Big fan of flat shoes for that. Big fan of heel elevated shoes for squats, split squats, lunges, leg press with the heels low, leg press with the heels high. Chuck these on. And upper day, do whatever you want. Okay, so ultimately on leg day, if you wanted to be like a bit of a shoe nerd, you could carry around 2 pairs of shoes, right? But the way I program for myself lately, and quite a lot of times for my clients, I'll have like days of the week that bias towards hip dominant glute bridges, where you could just wear this the whole day. And then I'll have like another day, which is like a squat pattern, where it's like more quad exercises, and I'll just wear these for that day. But sometimes you can have a lower day with squats and deadlifts, movements in the same day. Bang, you wear both. Or carry around both if you want. And that can be a bit full on. That might be too much for you. But if you want to get serious about your training, then that is the best, most optimal way, okay? So I'm just giving you an idea of what's most optimal, and then you can do whatever the hell you want with the information, okay? So clarity, upper day, wear whatever shoes you want. Quads, heel elevation is good. If you don't want to buy squat shoes, like these are Nike Romoleo 2s. They're probably like 5 or 6 years old, but they've lasted me a long time. Then you could just go flat shoes as well with squats and just put a 2.5 kg plate underneath to kind of elevate your heel like that. And then deadlifts, hip thrusts, any bridging movement or hip hinge movement, then you can wear this. Hopefully that helps. Once again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. Brock Ashby here, coming to you with fitness content every single week. Let's go.